Welcome into episode 423. Thank you so much for joining. This is Chillin for Our Lives. I am your host, ElectricityWave, and I am here today, joined by the illustrious, the fantastic, the amazing Stadium Beats.
Me? That's me?
That is you. How are you?
All right. I've been better. I've been worse. How have you been, man? What's up?
It's been a pretty chill day, we got ready for the pod, and there's not a crazy amount of stuff going on, but there are some important things. But
there's
I
enough.
think, there's enough. But I think we should start out with some rapid fire this week.
Dude, we are going to start with rapid fire. It's going to be great. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do what you guys do, man.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Hopefully you enjoy the show. So let's get into this. We had a beautiful, amazing, illustrious, fantabulous guest last week. Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
Mr.
Not the
Nate.
basketball player.
No, not the 4'11". No, 5
4'11".
The 5'3", 4'11". That'd be amazing. What was it? 5'6", right?
5'9".
5'9".
Close enough, yeah.
4'11". No, the 5
Dude, that'd be hops.
Yeah. No, I actually thought 5'6", but that's even too short. But 5'9". Damn.
Yeah.
It's so funny because at 5'9", he's still like that's a 1 inch shorter than average, I think. But he looks like the littlest little person out on the basketball court.
Mm-hmm. I think the Nate Robinson we know is probably like 5'6". I don't know his true height, but that's what I'm gonna say.
That's the myth on the internet.
Yeah, because you can't brag about how good you are at COD and be like 6'2". It's got to come somewhere, that anger.
Yeah, short man syndrome.
We love him though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's amazing. But this week no guest, as you can see. It's just us two. So yeah, let's get up on the rapid fire. What you got for me?
Okay, well, I'm gonna start out. This could be a ranting episode, but what's the most boring thing ever, or the most boring thing you've ever done? You could do either one.
Well, when I was a kid, my stepdad was a huge racing fan. I hope he never hears this because I'm gonna feel bad. But I might be able to appreciate it more now as an adult. I don't know. But as a kid, my stepdad was a huge drag racing fan, so he would bring me to the racetrack like every once in a while, and we would just watch drag races. And looking back on it, I feel bad because he probably really liked it, and I just wanted before we even left to go there, I let it be known that I want to come back home already. Like as soon as we got there, I probably didn't even let him enjoy it at all, which really sucks. I feel bad. But the drag races are so boring. They're so boring. It's literally two cars that go up, then they wait for the lights to go, and then when it turns green, they just take off in a straight line for like 5 seconds, and that's the race. And whoever got there first wins.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
Maybe
on the pod, but
maybe.
I get what you mean.
That shit. I appreciate the talent and the skill that goes into not only driving the car but building the car and everything. But I hope I never go to one of those again, man. That was so boring. I just especially as a kid, literally all I wanted to do was just go home and play Guitar Hero or whatever. So, oh my God. Yeah. I really did not like that.
Like 90% of like those racing events or whatever are like checking the engine, like ask the driver if they're good. It's like all this like, presentation and no action.
Yeah, and it was so loud. It was so loud. And like when I was younger, my ears were more sensitive and stuff. Like I hadn't been to concerts or anything or destroyed my ears through drumming or whatever. And it was just so ungodly loud. Sometimes I would wear the little earmuffs, but I just always wanted to leave.
Dude, being a kid and going to places that you didn't want to go is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, like if you're at the grocery store and you just want to get home and then your mom bumps into somebody that she knows.
Oh my God.
Please stop.
Please, bro.
Like, go home and get on Discord or something. Like, let's get home.
Get on Discord.
Yeah. So, oh my God. Then they would just talk forever.
I used to hate that. And like now I'll see people I know or whatever, but I don't even like care to say hi. Like it's a quick hi and like I got shit to do. Like it's never this whole like conversation of like How the kids? Oh, where do you work? You know, how's Trisha doing? Like, it's none of that BS where you just sit in a store for just 20 minutes or plus, and it feels like hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Hours.
that was the absolute worst. For like my answer, I would say the most boring thing ever would probably be along the same lines. Like when we had to go to like the doctors, like just sitting there, or going to the dentist, or like some grown-up thing that I didn't know when I was a kid. Maybe it was like going to do taxes, or just something where I just sit there and I don't even, this was before I had a phone or anything. Like I was lucky to have a Game Boy, you know?
Yeah, because you're like too young to stay home by yourself.
Right.
So when you're like, I don't know, between the ages of what, like 5 and 10 maybe, or like, you know, so you can't just stay home and play games while your parents are gone. They have to take you with them.
Right.
So all the stuff that they have to get done, you have to just sit there.
Yeah, dude, that fucking sucked. So
Yeah. And you go.
I agree with you. When I asked like what's the most boring thing ever, I agree. Like anytime it's anything controversial, like, so politics is like number one most boring thing. Anytime someone tries to like argue about sports, or like anything where it could be like, I was, the thing I noticed, you know, there's the whole like pineapple on pizza thing for the longest time on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this new one about food comes up every now and then. People always talking about steak and how it's done. Like, who gives a fuck, dude? You can eat that shit triple well done. I don't care. I don't have to chew it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when I would get because whenever I like my steaks well done. So like, you know, to the 10 of you that just unsubscribed, have fun with your lives. But I like my steaks well done. And every now and then, whenever I would order them at work, somebody would be like, you know, if you go to an actual steakhouse, a lot of the chefs won't even serve you a well done steak. I'm like, good. They don't need my business. They can go fuck themselves, you know?
Yeah.
If they don't want me to have, like, I'm going to give you 20, 25, whatever dollars for a steak, but because you don't want me to eat it well done, like you're not going to cook it like that, even though you'd never have to eat it or taste it or even look at it once you send it out. I hate that shit. You're not a man if you don't like your steaks medium rare. Dude,
yeah, I hate that shit. Like, yeah, I was always well done growing up. Now I'm more towards like medium and medium well, but like it doesn't matter. And I just like see people get so like emotional over it, and it's like that's such a basic mind to get upset over how someone eats something. Like, who gives a fuck?
I know.
I hate that, dude. That nothing makes me more upset or more annoyed than like seeing people argue over steak or like pineapple on pizza. Who gives it? Like, go do something.
Yeah. Or like when I was a kid, you know, like I'm still a picky eater, but when I was a kid, I was a super picky eater. So I would always get shit from like one of my uncles or just whatever, like whoever else was with me. I would always be like, when I was younger, I would be like self-conscious about it. Like, no, I don't want not about steaks, but like about other stuff. Like with my chicken, like, yeah, I don't want barbecue sauce. I'm going to dip it in ketchup, you know, because like ketchup is incredible. It's the best condiment ever. Still as an adult, I think that. And I used to just be self-conscious, like, oh my God, they're going to think I'm just some punk kid because I like ketchup on my chicken instead of barbecue sauce or whatever else. But now I'm like, dude, I'm going to order this well-done steak. I'm going to dip it in ketchup just to like really shove the salt in the wound of them. And then I'm going to like, I don't know, I'm going to eat it with my hands, and then I'm going to eat pizza with a knife and fork. I don't know.
Yeah, just go the opposite direction.
Yeah. Like if it really gets under your skin about how I like to enjoy my food that affects you 0%, then I hope you are miserable watching me enjoy this.
I hope it ruins your day.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have a great fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way. It's just like, dude, I can't handle that. I was in a stream the other day and they were just arguing about it. But I agreed with the streamer because they were just kind of like saying if the steak has to go like more well done or less well done, then they'd rather take it more. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that, because I would never want to get a steak that's just like super pink or blue or whatever the fuck, you know, and it just, you get sick from it, you know.
Yeah, and like the blood on the plate. Ugh.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah. And burgers are usually done. I have somebody else say, well, if you want a well done steak, why don't you just eat a burger? I'm like, well, like, yeah, burgers are good. So, but I'm going to have this steak that is different than a burger, and I'm going to enjoy the steak. And then you are going to order a burger tomorrow or the next day or whenever you eat your next burger, and it's going to be well done beef, and you're going to think it's good. So what's the problem?
Yeah, and a burger is more like ground meat that's like put together and rolled together, where steak is like strips of meat where it pulls apart like a pork.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's I don't know. It's just so stupid. Like, if I ever have that conversation, I'm just gonna like clip this podcast and send it to him.
Yeah, I don't really find that stuff like boring as much as I just like try to avoid it, like the plague.
Right. Yeah.
Like with like politics to me aren't boring. It's just I don't want to be within 20 miles of a political discussion.
Yeah.
Like, because I still have my thoughts about these things that they're talking about. Like, you still naturally think one way or the other about every like topic or opinion. Like, you still think something, but it's just not. It's so baked in that these conversations are toxic, and that you're not going to change somebody else's mind because they already like. They're not open to have a smart discussion. They just want to tell you what to believe or what they think, and then that's it. So obviously I'm generalizing here. Not everybody's like this, but like, so I just don't even want to be a part of it, especially on the internet. Like in real life, maybe there's like a 5% chance of me sticking around and talking about it, but on the internet, 0. It's over. I'm out of there.
Yeah, because people can Wikipedia their research and throw a bunch of numbers at you and try to overwhelm you or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think politics were just built to just divide people, you know? It's that shouldn't be the goal. It should be to unify people and, you know, make a solution to whatever problem there is. But a lot of the times, you know, you're taking someone's money or taxing someone, and then they're pissed. So like no one's ever happy with politics. That's why I just stay away from it.
Yeah, it's so like people, it's so crazy that people just identify themselves as left or right. Like,
dude, that's insane.
I'm on the right side, not me, but like just in general. Like, let's say I'm on the right side, so that automatically like means that you go down like this checklist of like, oh, then you must believe this, you must believe this, you must believe this, and it's like maybe you can be on the right side of this topic, and then you can be on the left side of this topic. But it's so, the fact that it's even left or right is so, or red versus blue or whatever, it's so dumb. This whole like, it's like a sports team, and it's so annoying. Where like, and then they say like, oh, the left thinks this, and it's like you're grouping, you think you're grouping like 50% of the planet or of the country in one thing. Like, it's so, people have their own individual mindsets, and it's so insane for someone to just say, oh, the left thinks this. So it's just like,
yeah, I hate it.
Everyone on the Democratic side thinks this way. Like, it's so, it makes no sense. And people that like being in the middle is, I don't get how you could just not be in the middle, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's just so dumb. I feel like a lot of it's for simple-minded people that, like, if you're agreeing with a bunch of different things, it's like you're not looking at everything objectively. You're just siding just because that's how you grew up or whatever. But yeah, so that's the first rapid fire question.
Okay, so outside of normal cleaning, you can only take care of one part of your body for the rest of your life. So outside of normal cleaning, like let's say you pick your face, that doesn't mean that you can never put soap to your body ever again, you know? But what part of your body do you pick and why?
Wait, so like yeah, can you give me an example?
Yeah, let's say for example, you pick your arms. Okay. So you can work out your arms, you can like deep clean your arms, you can get them waxed or whatever. You're like cleaning stuff, you can take care of your arms, but you can't take care of any other part of your body. You can never work out your legs again, like you can't do squats.
Wait, I thought it was just cleaning.
No, outside of normal cleaning. Like you can clean, like if you pick your arms, you can still clean the rest of your body. That's fine. Just like typical, like take a shower kind of cleaning. But you can only like really take care of one part of your body. What part do you pick?
I like, an honest answer is probably my teeth.
Okay.
If that counts.
No, that's a great answer.
Because I think, you know, you smile a lot. People, they notice teeth. They notice your smile, your laugh. Like that's a big part of your face. That's why I'm going to get braces for the second time, probably sometime within the next, I don't know, a couple months or a year. But But my troll answer is my dick. Because it'd be nice to just always know that's clean, you know?
Yeah, like let's say you pick your hair, right? Imagine you can never like shave or trim your ball area ever again. You can't like lotion it up or anything. Just like nothing outside of regular soap.
Yeah, that would
That'd be tough.
man. I don't know. I would just I guess teeth would be the realistic answer, but it would really suck to just go down south and have like a fucking just mountain of bushes.
Yeah,
because of this stupid rapid fire question.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to work out anymore either. Like, so that would
true.
So that would suck. Like, you can kind of counteract it by like eating healthy.
Yeah, I would
like,
just eat healthy.
Yeah, you could eat healthy, but you wouldn't be able to work out anymore. For me, I don't know. Probably teeth is a really good answer, especially like my teeth aren't perfect at all, but they're also not like, or they're not terrible. I mean, but they're not like great. So I'll probably get Invisalign within the next year or two. Because my insurance doesn't cover Invisalign, unfortunately, so I'd have to pay for it out of pocket, which is like $2,000 or something. It's kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But like my hair, it would really suck to just have to let my hair go.
I think you'd be better off with letting your hair go than me because your hair's long.
Yeah.
Like it's your style. But so like if someone always had short hair, then it would just be, that would suck, I feel like.
Yeah, but then like I would have long hair, but it wouldn't be like
it'd be long
kept.
as fuck too.
Like it wouldn't be kept. Like I wouldn't be able to condition it anymore or put any like hair product in it. I think it would just eventually look like a big disgusting shaggy mess. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with teeth too, actually. Like just keep them white. Keep them. Yeah, because if you don't pick teeth, eventually they're gonna like rot and fall out.
Yeah, disgusting.
You're gonna have bad breath.
Yeah. Teeth is
toothaches.
Like super underrated.
Yeah. I think I'm with you. Before, if I would have answered first, I might not have even. Well, I would have thought of teeth, but they probably would have been like maybe third or fourth. But yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Okay, so this is, I don't think we've asked this question on the podcast, but my question is, if you could have any three people, dead or alive, over for dinner, who would they be? And,
oh man, the question of all questions.
Yep. And what would you talk about?
Three people, dead or alive. It's weird because part of me would think like, part of me wants to go the route of like, I want to pick three completely different people so we can have different conversations. But then it might be too jumbled and I might not get anything accomplished out of it, you know? So I think I'm going to go with I know I make everything music related with this podcast, but I think I would have to go with three like super music geniuses to just be able to pick their brains for a dinner.
And who would they be? Would Beethoven be one?
No. It would have to be
Dr.
somebody
Dre?
modern to help me in like the modern, because I'm not going to be writing a symphony anytime soon.
Dr. Dre?
Yeah, Dr. Dre would be one to get like the production and engineering side of it and the business side of it, because he was also hip hop's first billionaire, so he knows a thing or two about business deals.
Crazy.
Yeah, Dr. Dre would be one. Fuck man. M Shadows would be one to get the singer of Avenged Sevenfold, to get the metal group in there and just to talk to him. I think that'd be really cool. So Dr. Dre, M Shadows, and God, someone else who's just known for, I don't know. I want to say Eminem, but for some reason I'm not gonna say Eminem. Because I think he would just like make dumb jokes the whole time and it'd get annoying. Probably
Hopefully he's not listening to this.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I mean, it's just annoying because every maybe in the past couple of years it's been different, but in like every interview before the past couple of years, he just like, and in his music, he has to say a dumbass pun every 2 seconds or every 2 bars, and it's just like, okay, we get it, dude. I'm still a huge fan. I don't know. You go.
Who would you pick outside of music? One person.
One person outside of music. I don't know. You go.
Okay.
I'll answer it, but I don't want to just stay here forever.
If I had 3 streamers, I would go Hamlin's. I would go courage, and I would go dashy. If I went just outside of like my area, so that would be just really cool because they're in the business. If I want to go comedians, I could go that route. But if I'm going like totally outside, I would go. This would be tough. I think I would go Neil deGrasse Tyson, Nikola Tesla, and maybe Albert Einstein.
Yeah, that'd be a fun dinner.
Yeah, because I think I would
crazy dinner.
I would have Neil deGrasse Tyson ask the questions. He obviously has a lot of knowledge, but he would know which questions to ask.
Yeah.
So I would have him there for that. And I was going to go with Elon Musk, but I think I'd rather have two throwback guys to see. I think I would get way more out of it if I had Albert Einstein and Tesla rather than have like Elon Musk there. Mm-hmm. Just because to get like their mindset from like, that many years back and just to see why they asked the questions they did, why they did the studies and tests they did, how they got there, just to see their reaction to like modern technology. It would be like mind blown, most craziest thing ever.
Yeah, imagine someone like Albert Einstein from hundreds of years ago talking to like a big, well-renowned scientist like Elon Musk or Neil deGrasse Tyson from now. Like the kind of questions like Einstein would be able to like ask like, how did this end up going? Like, do you guys still use my equations or have you guys learned about this? And then like scientists from today they'd be able to tell people like Albert Einstein stuff that they never even like dreamed of. Yeah. And it would but they would also kind of on some level probably still be able to understand it. So it would probably just blow their mind, like the kind of things that we're learning now compared to what they were trying to figure out back then.
I bet you, a lot of the things that would happen would like Albert Einstein would be pissed that he didn't figure it out. He's like, fuck, I knew that. Or he's like one step away. And then I also feel like once they told him that they still use his equations, he would have the biggest ego of all time. Yeah, he's like, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, man. I killed E equals MC squared.
Yeah. He's like, I fucking knew that shit. Yep. So.
I got my other answer. All right, so it would be Dr. Dre, M Shadows, and Joe Budden. Joe Budden because he would cover the media side of things. So obviously, I'm using this dinner to like learn and like learn and better and advance my music career and everything. So Budden has he has the media presence. He kind of like knows what's popping, or is like knows he has a very good mind of like breaking new ground or getting like making something out of nothing or making or like kind of has like he's like a step ahead of a lot of other people. I'm trying to say. So that those three would be. I would love to just pick their brains for dinner. That'd be great. Yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah, I guess it depends on what you wanted from the dinner. If I was trying to pick content creators' brains, I would pick Mr. Beast, Ninja, and PewDiePie.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I think they would just be able to like explain so much with just how they got to where they are. But yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, for outside of the music industry, it would be Colin Moriarty. I would love to talk video games and music with him, or video games with him for a dinner. He's easily like one of the smartest guys on the internet, I think. And he has like a good personality that I think I would click with. And we think similarly about a lot of things, so it'd just be fun to talk to him for a night. I think it'd be great.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
My turn. Okay, so everyone loses their memory in 12 hours, but only you know about it. Like you get a note, you can somehow verify that this is a fact. You get a note that says in 12 hours, every single person on the planet loses their memory, including you. But only you know about this. So what do you do with that 12-hour period?
I still have all my memory, or I just know it happened?
You still have your memory, but then once the 12 hours hits, then you completely lose your memory of everything, along with everybody else. So what do you do in this 12-hour period where in 12 hours, everyone, including me, loses their memory?
I don't know how I could benefit from that. Like, I guess I would just... put a bunch of like notes and signs to like people I care about to remember me.
Yeah.
So I would like, certain people, like maybe family and you, a couple other people, I would like put a note in their room, or like I send them a text or have something where like they can read it and be like, they don't know shit because they just, memory's gone. And then like, who is this ElectricityWave dude trying to get a hold of me? Why does he say like we have this relationship or friendship or whatever? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
Part of me thinks I would try to devise this like crazy plan of like robbing a bank or something and then just stalling for the whole 12 hours. And then once the 12 hours is up, I have all this money, but then nobody else even remembers or knows that it's gone. So you could do that.
That's true.
But then to go with your point, I think I would do that to do what you said, but then instead I would make like a video. Like I would make a video of me talking, or maybe get like friends and family, like try to round them all up and make this video of me explaining everything to myself. And then I would set it to then play as soon as the time hits. So then like I'm just watching it instantly, because if you make the tape or you make the video and then your memory goes away, then you won't even know the video exists. Like I guess you might find it later, but I would set it to play like as soon as the timer hits the 12 hours and then watch that.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. And then, but then after that, it'd be so crazy to just like, you remember or you don't remember everything, but you at least know what happened, that everyone lost their memory, and then just nobody else knows. It'd be so like, it'd be interesting to see what somebody would do with that kind of information.
Yeah, I would also send a video to everyone saying ElectricityWave is the biggest TikTok star and internet star in the world. So the first thing they wake up and look at, and then numbers just skyrocket, and then boom. So, well, I'm going to get on that.
That's a good idea.
Sounds like a good premise for a movie, though, like the whole lose your memory thing. I think that could have been done.
It might be a movie. I don't know.
All right. Well, we got through rapid fire, so
yeah. And now I think we should talk about some bullshit now.
Okay.
It's time to talk about some bullshit, man. Spider-Man is going to be exclusive to the PlayStation version of Marvel's The Avengers coming out this fall. And I don't think I'm breaking any ground by saying this is some bullshit. So exclusiveness to anything, especially the PlayStation brand, is not anything new, but it's usually just like, you get these maps 30 days early, or you get this little like dress, on this, you can put a PlayStation shirt on this character, but in this instance, it is Spider-Man, Mr. Iconic, arguably the most iconic superhero of all time. And they are ripping him out of the Xbox and PC versions and just sticking him in the PlayStation version, and that's it. And that's some garbage, man. And that's coming from me, big time PlayStation fanboy. I've obviously outgrown the whole console war thing, but gun to my head, have to pick one. Obviously, PlayStation is the way I'm going to go, and it's still so ridiculous. And now we're paying $60. Me and you are getting the game on PC. We're going to spend $60 for a game that has less content than the PlayStation version, and it's just like, there's no reason for this. Obviously, it's completely anti-consumer. It's pro-Sony. Like, it's, just them being like, well, Spider-Man's and they don't even have exclusive Spider-Man video game rights. They have exclusive Spider-Man movie rights. So they're just like, well, Spider-Man is, it's the Marvel Spider-Man game is exclusive to PlayStation. So he's like our character. We're going to pay to have him in our game. Nah, dude. What do you think about this?
I think it's toxic.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so funny if after the announcement drops, just PlayStation's next tweet is that toxic?
Is that toxic?
Yes.
With a link to our episode?
Yes, overwhelmingly yes, it's toxic as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, dude, I don't know. We're gonna look back in a couple of years and just laugh at like all this BS that we had to go through because
I'm still gonna be pissed about it.
Yeah, because consoles want to be like selfish and they still want to try to sell like and have an edge.
Yeah,
but it's just like, dude, I don't know. They're already kind of making like computers for the next console. They might as well just have a branded computer and have like their own like Xbox has its Game Pass, PlayStation should come up with something like that. They got to start like integrating PC because that's where gaming's going. Like Fortnite competitive is on PC, so like all these younger kids, this younger demos, like, you know, saving for a PC, asking for one. They're cranking 90s and creative to Juice World for, you know, hours at a time. So
RP.
yeah, so I don't know. It's just like
Cranking
PC's
90s
just-
to Juice World sounds like the title of something. I don't know what, but it's a great ass title.
yeah, I don't know. It just seems like PC is just. I think that PlayStation needs to stop being so like stubborn. Like that's the most like annoying thing to do. Like imagine, especially for someone like you, like someone that's like a huge Spider-Man fan.
Yep.
And you're super pumped for this new Marvel game. We've been waiting for something like this. Like they kill it with the movies, and then you find out Spider-Man's not gonna be in it. So it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I was kind of skeptical of Spider-Man being in the game at all, right? So like, because I wanted the game initially, and I still want the game. The people that are saying, well, I'm just not going to buy the game now, like that's kind of drastic, you know, like you're only doing yourself a disservice, especially because you're not hurting PlayStation at all still. Like if you were going to buy it on PC or Xbox and now you just don't buy the game at all, it doesn't stick it to anybody except yourself. So I don't think that's the right route to go. I mean, you're kind of telling Square Enix that because you did this deal. I guess that kind of makes sense. They're sticking it to Square Enix. But where was I even going with this? Spider-Man, yeah, just so Spider-Man is just so big and iconic. So now I'm thinking like, was he in the game initially, and then PlayStation gave them a bunch of money, and then they took Spider-Man out? Does that mean yeah? So like, was he not a very important part of the story? Did they have to change the story because Spider-Man's not in the game now? Is like, does the story how is Spider-Man going to be integrated in any story missions at all in the PlayStation version? Because it's not like they can just in the Xbox version pretend like he's not there. Like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. Because they said that the PlayStation version also has like some exclusive missions and stuff, but it's just so it's very dumb and very frustrating. But yeah, like you said, the consoles still need to come up with ways to keep themselves relevant. Like PlayStation announced today that they've sold like the PS4 has sold like 112 million units or something. So they're obviously still very, very relevant. But they want you to buy it on their console versus on Xbox or on PC or whatever. So these exclusive deals are how they do that, you know, with like exclusive game studios and games and everything. So it's typical. It's just in this instance, it doubled super sucks because it's Spider-Man. Why couldn't they could have picked like, I don't know.
Some random ass.
Yeah, I don't even want to
attack
throw
anyone.
like. Yeah, I don't even want to like throw a random like F tier character out of the bus.
They should have left Superman out of Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's stupid.
It's so stupid.
I hope that's like the only thing that they do, or they fix it or change something up. You know?
Yeah. I'm sure they're way too far along to say like,
Yeah.
oh, we're sorry, we'll put them in the game for everybody now. Like the money's probably already been handled. Like it's probably just over at this point.
Right.
But I'm still gonna get the game. Sure, it's still gonna be a good game, but it's really stupid that Spider-Man is in the PlayStation version and not my version. Cause I'm not gonna succumb to them and be like, well, I guess I'll just buy it on PlayStation then. No. Fuck that. There's no way.
Yeah, man, it sucks because it's not just like a cosmetic. Like Spider-Man he's so much more than that. He has all of his different superpowers, his character, his personality. So it sucks that it's more than just like, oh, they're leaving a skin out.
Yeah, it's a full ass character, and it's like the character. Sucks, man. Because Spider-Man is an Avenger. Like he's not part of the original Avengers, but he's been an Avenger in the comics forever. He's an Avenger in the Marvel Cinematic Universe now, and it's not even the Spider-Man that's in the PS4 Spider-Man game. It's a different Spider-Man, so it's not even like a shared universe like in the movies, bruh. This whole thing is just
fucked.
Yeah.
Well,
just hit the reset button.
You know, I'm gonna be rocking gangster styled Hulk all day.
Oh yeah, the mob boss suited up Hulk.
I love that skin.
It's so cool. I don't know Thor is looking a lot of fun. Like I think I might be running Thor.
They need to fix his
But-
fucking hammer, man. It sounds like he's hitting with a fucking squeaky toy.
Yeah, exactly. They do need to fix his hammer, and hopefully when you throw it and it comes back to you, it feels like some God of War shit. But yeah, right now it looks and feels by the look of the video and sounds like he's got a squeaky toy. But they announced the Hawkeye DLC. Hawkeye is pretty cool, so that'd be fun. But the Spider-Man not being in any other version kind of just soured the whole thing. But I'm still looking forward to the game. It's gonna be good.
No disrespect to Hawkeye, but fuck him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah. He's not Spider-Man. That's not his fault, but
it's the writer's fault or the creators.
yeah, whoever had the idea and whoever like executed on the idea and whoever agreed to the idea. Fuck all you guys.
Like, I would understand totally if Hawkeye had his own Netflix series and was like outside of the Marvel universe, but if you're gonna put him up against, like he's grouped in with all these just insane characters that have been developed for years. It doesn't seem like he fits into me.
Yeah, probably because he doesn't really like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just his superpower is that he's insanely accurate. So like it's all in his weapon. So he feels like a character where when you take away his weapon, he's like kind of useless. So he doesn't seem so super, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. Like when you put him up against like a literal god in Thor and the Hulk and Iron Man, which I guess you could say the same thing about Iron Man, where his weapon is a suit, but his suit's pretty cool. Yeah,
I don't know. It's like his idea though is just what Iron Man does, and like he has all these different gadgets, and I don't know, with Hawkeye it's just like you said, it's just accuracy. It's if he had maybe like some type of crazy unique new power where he like, or his arrows can like split a planet or just something insane. I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, but that game's gonna be super lit. I'm pumped to play. I don't know, when's it coming out?
September, I think. Or I think we're getting close.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think like the end of September. I don't know for sure. But yeah, we're getting there. There's gonna be a beta. There's gonna be a PlayStation 4 beta first, and then I think there's gonna be a beta on PC and Xbox. I think, but I think I'm gonna skip the. I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip the beta on this one.
Yeah.
Because I'm already sold on the game, so I just want it to feel totally bright and fresh and brand new when I spend $60 on it. Or however much I end up spending on it.
Right. I feel that.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about next?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't really have.
Docket?
I don't have huge like things. I can just list some couple like small things, like Take-Two, the 2K. We talked about a couple episodes ago about their games maybe costing $70. Well, they kind of retracted that statement by saying it's going to be a title by title basis. So they kind of said skirt, and they're like, "We just kidding." So we'll see how that. I mean, that's smart for them to like kind of take it back, because to be like the first, the first like voice on in like raising the price, like you're gonna get a lot of backlash from that. So I think it was smart for them to kind of just be like, wait a minute, let's think about this. And then also Xbox Game Pass announced that it's soon going to be able to stream games on phones.
Yes, I forgot about this. This was the other thing.
Yeah, they said it's likely to start September 15th, and Microsoft's also partnering with some other companies to create controllers and phone mounts to make it easier to play. So that's going to be really crazy to play like games like, Gears 5 and other huge titles that are on the Game Pass and just chill on your phone.
Yeah, so like this so you basically like it's streaming from a central hub, and then you can play it on your phone. So I really want to see what the latency is like on that. But
yeah,
from other services, it seems like if they nail it, then it could be pretty freaking good. So I just think it's just surreal to think like sitting in the car or at the doctor's office, like we were talking about at the start of the podcast.
Yeah,
like if you have to go with your mom or your dad to the doctor or wherever, you just have your phone and you're playing Halo Infinite on it. Like that's so insane nuts to think about. I'm like we're old enough to know, like we used to play Pokemon Blue on our Game Boys, where you had to play with the lamp on because you couldn't see the screen otherwise.
And that's lamp.
Yeah, and now we're gonna have Halo Infinite on our phones. Shit's insane.
Yeah, like So if we have I wonder if we have Game Pass at all, or is it going to be like a separate thing where you're going to pay for that?
I don't know if you have to pay for like the xCloud service or anything, but from what I know, it seems like you just have, if you have Game Pass, you have these games.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it says Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members will be able to play over 100 Xbox games like Minecraft Dungeons, Forza Horizon 4, and Destiny 2 on Android phones and tablets from the cloud via the Xbox Game Pass mobile app. So it looks like it's coming to Android exclusively at the start.
Fucking Android, man.
Yeah, down it says if you are an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate member, download the app from the Samsung Galaxy App Store or Google Play Store today to get ready on September 15th. So I don't know when it's coming to iOS. I'm sure it won't be that far behind. I know Apple. I'm pretty sure Apple has a more strict. Actually, I'm not even going to say because I don't know for sure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's coming to Android first. Apple shortly after, I'm assuming. And it's pretty sweet, especially like with tablets. Tablets are pretty big too. So it's like,
yeah,
it's like you getting a little mini screen. Like not everybody can afford like a computer and a TV and a second little TV for your bedroom and a tablet. Like sometimes you might just have a phone and one TV or a phone and a tablet or something. So it's nice to just be able to, if someone's hogging the TV, you can just play the same game on your tablet and it's all good.
Yeah, I wish that they would have had this sooner when I first got my iPad mini. Yeah. That shit would have been sick. But yeah, that's all.
My iPad.
My iPad. That'd be sick. This is a super small thing, just that I read earlier before the pod, that a new Oculus Quest, maybe the second one, the 2, got leaked. There were images. It was white. It was sleek. It looked really nice. And I've been looking into VR headsets soon, but if it's going to be like the Quest is like its own entity, its own console. So it's not going to be supported with like a PC like the Rift S. So, I mean, it's still cool for anyone that's interested and doesn't have like a PC setup they want to hook it up with. But yeah, it looks sick. So that's cool that they're still making them.
Yeah, so you're going to be jumping on the VR train like relatively soon, right?
Hopefully soon, yeah.
And then you're going to be streaming it, playing it, all that, hitting the JO,
jerking it,
all that good stuff.
Jerking it.
Yep.
Lots of jerking. Like jerky, like beef jerky.
Yeah.
Like recipes. Have you ever had the beef jerky in the can where it's like shredded?
Nope.
That shit, I used to eat that shit. Like that was crack. That
really?
Was so, yeah, it's so good, dude.
You don't eat it anymore though?
No, just because I don't know. I don't really like look for beef jerky anymore. I don't really eat it as much. But as a kid, every time I go to the store, I'd get one of those like things, and then you would it almost looked like a can of dip. And you would just like
dip not the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how people can do that.
That shit.
I never tried it.
No, I would never. Like, and when you're talking, when you're hanging out with someone who's dipping, and they just have like a bottle that they just have to spit in, dude, it makes me want to leave.
That's so attractive.
It makes me want to leave. Like, bro, because like you can hear that they have something in their mouth when they're talking. Sorry, I didn't mean to get into all this.
No, it's all good. I was actually watching a podcast that reminded me of you, where the guy was talking about how much it annoyed him when people like hearing sounds of chewing. It reminded me of you so much.
Yeah, that shit's disgust.
Yeah. So I don't know. It just reminded me of you. It's funny because like I don't enjoy hearing someone eat either. If I'm focused on it, obviously it's disgusting. But like if you're just chilling and it's like white noise. Like you just eat and it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone has those little things that bug them.
Yeah, and I unfortunately have too many of those things. It bugs me how many things I have. I don't know, just so many things.
Little stuff.
Yeah, just so many things. Like this one seems to be kind of a universal thing. But I went to Target today, and I should have taken a picture of this. I want to start like an asshole chronicles or something of every single time I see this, and then like after a year, go through my Twitter and look and see how many times I ran into this throughout the year. But I went to Target today, and there was a perfectly great wide open parking space close to the door with just a shopping cart dead ass in the middle of it, with nothing else around, and there was literally the little shopping cart caddy just 2 parking spaces away. But some lazy ass punk person just left it there, so now that parking space is completely unusable until somebody moves the shopping cart. Fuck you, sir or madam, whoever did that. You are towards the bottom rung of human beings.
Yeah, I really want to get like a car like that I don't give a shit about, and just in that situation, fucking just yeet that car across the parking spot. Like, don't give a fuck, and walk in the store like nothing happened.
Yep. That'd be
and then
awesome.
the security guard's watching the camera footage, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. God,
I just launch it.
So good.
That would feel amazing. I want to do stuff like that, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah. Oh, I want to talk about Fall Guys a little bit. So Fall Guys, I'm sure if you were listening to this, I'm sure you've heard of Fall Guys. It's kind of like, I don't want to say taking over the world because it's definitely not that big, but it's getting a little bit of traction these days. And it came out. We played the beta. It officially launched today. We're recording this on August 4th. And they already have to shut down matchmaking for 2 hours because they have way more people playing it than what they thought, and they have to upgrade their servers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
They were the number one like viewed game on Twitch too, above like Fortnite and everything. Yeah.
Jeez, did you see how many games or people it was?
I think from the picture I saw it was close to like 145K or something. I'm not sure. I could be wrong though. We say the phrase "I'm curious to see" like 30 times a podcast. I realized a couple weeks ago, but I'm curious to see how many times we say that.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see how long this lasts. Because the beta came out. I think Fall Guys was an instance. This happens to me a lot, but this was an instance where having a beta, I think, hurt the game for me. So I didn't know much about it, but then when I played it, I totally got the game. I think it's a great game. It's a great idea. It was a lot of fun. However, I played the beta for a day, maybe like 3 hours, and I was set. Like, I don't have to play this ever again, So maybe that means, I guess, maybe it didn't really click with me that much, but I thought it was a really good game, and I had a lot of fun in those 3 hours. But if the game just came out without a beta, and I saw, like, 145,000 people are watching it on Twitch, this looks like a ton of fun, my friends are playing and they're having a blast, let me just give them $20 and I'll buy the game and I'll play it. But now that I played the beta, and I'm just like, I get it, and I know I'm not going to play the game for longer than a week, I don't want to buy it now, and I don't really care.
So betas ruin the game.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I think betas ruin games also because it's a beta and it doesn't have as much content in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so like... like, I know... So yeah, like I'm aware that, there's going to be more games and everything, but I just know for sure it's one of those games where I would play for a weekend or a week tops and then just be done and never really feel like playing it again. Even though it's like, it's well made. It looks good. I didn't have any technical hiccups that I can think of when I played it. But yeah, like I said, just played the beta and I don't feel like spending $20 on it now. I don't want to have to care about yet another season pass and yet another this and that and the other thing. So... but it seemed like they said they had to shut the game down on day one for 2 hours to upgrade their servers. So like they're doing great apparently. I might be in the minority here, but yeah, good for them. It's new IP, totally brand new game from a studio I've never heard of. It's good to see stuff like this like succeed. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like.
I told you. You're gonna hear it every time now.
I'm curious to see that ass. That's how I want to say it.
Yeah,
next time.
Dude, that could be the perfect first text to a girl.
Yeah, I'm curious to what that ass looks like in my face.
Yeah.
I'm
it
really
looks nice. It looks nice in this picture, but I won't really know until it's 2 inches away from my eyeballs.
Right. I'm interested to see how the game. No, but I want to see how the game like develops. I know they have a bunch of different like skin types and like colors and designs you could change. I think one thing that'll help them a lot is having tons of different new maps and switching it up a lot.
Yeah.
And just keeping it fresh, I guess. Maybe adding new game mechanics, just new ways to play. Maybe, I don't know. just I don't know. I think the idea of the game is really cool though. It's the Gang Beast and Human Fall Flat, feel where your character's all kind of goofy, like kind of just like I don't know, just really goofy walking and jumping and mechanics. And it's a battle royale, which we could be sick of battle royales, but I like the idea of it being like a American Ninja Warrior type game style where you have to survive and get across to the next side, and it's also a race, and I don't know, it's just like a fun party game that you can play with friends.
Yeah, like it's a battle royale, but it's totally different. Like, it's a battle royale only in the sense that you start with a lot of people and then you shrink down to one winner. Like, you're not all on this big map and trying to loot up and like eliminate other players by killing them or whatever. Like, it's a totally different concept. So I don't, so it has that going for it. And like just the thing about video games in 2020 is the fact that it is online is they can update it with new games every month or every 2 months or whatever they decide to do. That. Yeah. So like, remember when you're a kid and you have like a board game or a trivia game or something, and you're like, well, I've already answered all these questions. Like the game isn't fun anymore because I know what the answer is, or I know what happens when you draw this card or whatever, and then you just get sick of it. But with Fall Guys, it's like, well, I could play this game for 2 weeks, play every game a million times and get sick of it. Oh, but then in a month they release like a pack where we have 10 extra games now. So then it's fun again and you want to play it again. So I guess maybe in the future, if I see it for like $10 or something, I might buy it if it's still like populated. But for now, I'm definitely not going to pick it up, but it looks like it's doing really well for itself.
And it's free on PS4 for PS Plus members.
Yeah, you luckies.
Yep. So
lucky ducks.
That's something to think about. But yeah, I mean, I think we covered about everything. Do you have anything you want to add? Any stories, updates on your life?
It feels weird not wrapping up with rapid fire, but starting with rapid fire felt nice. It felt right. Not that I think we should always do it. Call it what?
Rapid fire, WRAP.
Yes, wrapping it up with rapid fire.
Yeah.
I saw one of my favorite rappers, King Crooked, on Twitter. He always talks rap on Twitter, and he said, "What's today's rap discussion?" And somebody commented, "Fuck that! What's today's rap discussion?" Like WRAP, and then they got into like burritos versus like more traditional raps and just like a whole that kind of rap discussion. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, man.
It's amazing what letters and words can do.
It boggles the mind, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm curious to see.
I'm curious to see where we go from here.
I'm curious to see how letters can make words.
Yeah, especially with talking to a rapper, because that's their job, is to play with that kind of stuff.
What if someone freestyle why they made rap, so they're a rapper?
Yeah, dude. If that's not a YouTube video, that's your next TikTok right there.
Should be.
There you go.
And I'm putting in the cheese and the lettuce.
Yeah.
Just going off.
Yeah. See, you already got the delivery right there. You're good to go.
Lick my ass like that fetish. Oh, I'm curious to see how you'll eat my ass. All right. Yeah, I think we should end it on that.
Should we?
Yep.
No, I think so. I wanted to thank you all so very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. That was Chillin' for Our Lives, episode 43. So we will be back, same time, same place, same everything that you know, that you love. There might be 3 of us. There might be 2 of us. There might be 4 of us, but probably not. Next week, Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. Like us on Spotify. Like us on Apple. All that good stuff. Tired of hearing my voice talking this cadence. Love you all, and we'll see you next time.